RetroSense Therapeutics is developing gene therapeutic approaches to retinal degenerative conditions like retinitis pigmentosa and dry age-related macular degeneration with the objective of restoring vision in those conditions. The science has been well proven and published on extensively. We've got a technology platform from an intellectual property perspective with a dominant IP position in optogenetics for vision restoration and freedom to operate. We also have a strong management team that's been successful in drug development as well as on the business side of biotechnology. And finally, last but not least, we have a large market with a high unmet need. The company has also been recently, our lead product, RST-001, has been granted orphan drug designation by the FDA. We also now have an open IND and are excited to be recruiting for our clinical trial, which we expect to dose our first patient in this quarter, fourth quarter of 2015. The term optogenetics refers to using light using proteins, light-sensitive proteins, to enable cells to respond to light. And we are applying this in the retina where the normal photoreceptive cells have died out and are thereby proposing to restore vision. So the cover of Wired here shows that we are using a protein from algae. In our case, it's called channelrhodopsin 2, and this is a light-sensitive protein. And the author had some fun with it, called it the rock star of the neuroscience world. But in a nutshell, we are applying channelrhodopsin 2 to our retina, in which the rods and cones have died out, and thereby, again, proposing to restore vision. So this depiction shows the photoreceptors at the top and the ganglion and bipolar cells in the bottom of the picture. And the important thing is that those ganglion cells remain intact and they're able still to communicate to the brain. And that's where we come in with our approach, the channelrhodopsin 2. And we enable those cells to respond directly to the incoming light. And they send that signal to the brain where the image is processed. Now we know that, in fact, this approach has been, the approach of stimulating these ganglion cells has been proven out as a means of vision restoration using electrodes. And so this was done actually many decades ago. They showed that they could stimulate those cells and it would result in some form of light sensations in the brain. And our inventors started contemplating ways to do that with proteins as opposed to electrodes. And they screened several proteins. They came across channelrhodopsin 2, which worked. And their publication on that really opened up a whole new way of contemplating vision restoration. So the indications that we're pursuing are retinitis pigmentosa and dry age-related macular degeneration. There are about 100,000 in the US with retinitis pigmentosa and about 1 million with the more advanced form of dry age-related macular degeneration. We are pursuing the more severely to completely blind in those indications. However, there are no approved products for either condition. And so the market, there's absolutely a very high unmet need in this marketplace. In terms of our active moiety, channelrhodopsin 2, we've got proof of efficacy in mice, rats, non-human primates, both electrophysiological and behavioral studies. And a quick snapshot of what the electrophysiological data looks like is a measurement from the ganglion cell layer in a mouse model. And what this shows is that these cells, the ganglion cells that are not natively light sensitive, do become light sensitive after treatment with channelrhodopsin 2. And what's been done subsequently to this is they've demonstrated that not only do those cells respond to light, but that's actually translated and transmitted to the visual cortex, which can be measured by a visually evoked potential. And it's also been demonstrated in behavioral studies where mice will respond to light stimuli in ways that you would expect of a sighted mouse. So the science is tremendously exciting, and we think it will result in very meaningful restored vision to subjects blinded by retinal degenerative conditions. From an intellectual property perspective, our primary platform comes out of Wayne State University. The inventor is Dr. Zhou Pan. He was the first to publish on the work of channel rhodopsin 2 in vision restoration, and he's subsequently been very prolific, and we have licensed a number of additional patents in to really build a platform around optogenetics for vision restoration. We've also supplemented our IP position and really strengthened it with intellectual property out of Mass General Hospital by Dr. Dick Masland, and that's the use of optogenetics essentially across the board in vision restoration. We've also licensed work of Dr. Roger Chen, the Nobel laureate from UCSD, and this is using red-shifted opsins as well as IP out of UT Arlington and intellectual property that we've developed in-house. Our management team, I'm the CEO and the founder of the company. I've got 20 years of experience in biotech and venture investing. Our chief business officer is Cam Gallagher. Steve Bramer and Peter Francis are our chief development officer and chief medical officer, respectively. The team combined has an extended track record of success in, again, not just translational medicine, but on the biotechnology development side as well. Our advisors, we've got a world-class group of clinical advisors, a very strong board, and I would point out that our scientific advisors, particularly Zhou Pan and Dick Masland, are the earliest inventors in optogenetics for vision restoration. And I'd like to give a nod to Dr. Hiroshi Tomita at Iwate University as well, who's been a great collaborator to us. The company has been recognized with several awards over the years. Most recently was the Angel Capital Association, their Villa-Lobos Award for Innovation. Quite an honor after 60,000 angel investments in 2014. RetroSense took the top award. We've been awarded Best Technology from New Enterprise Forum. More recently, the Deal of the Year nomination by MLive and Ann Arbor News. And for the third year in a row, we've been recognized as a top project to watch by Therapeutic Area Partnerships. And so just to recap, we are at an open IND looking to dose our first patient here very shortly. We do have orphan drug designation, world-class advisory board on both the clinical side as well as our scientific advisors. We've got absolutely very well proven out science and a dominant intellectual property position. As of today, we've announced that we've closed our Series B financing, and that includes Blue Water Angels out of Michigan, Santen Pharmaceuticals, RBV Capital, and Excite Capital, all of whom bring great strength in not just the business side, but in ophthalmology and optogenetics. So it's a very exciting time for the company. Appreciate the attention. Thank you very much.